colorblind. Funny you are.
Hi, I'm Tristan, and you're watching Off the Record. Start recording. My name's Tristan. I am 20 years old. I'm about to turn 21. That's exciting. I'm from Orlando, Florida originally, and now I split my time between Nashville and Boston. I've always been a songwriter since I came out of the womb. I've been a songwriter. Okay, so this song, Colorblind, I started writing it when I was like really obsessed with someone and everything that they did. And so that first verse was like when I was like obsessed with someone. And then we weren't together and I was feeling really like bitter and like I had a lot of resentment. And so I went back into my notes and I found that like first verse that felt so like lovey-dovey, and I was feeling really upset towards it. And so then I finished the rest of the song from a place of heartbreak rather than keeping it a love song. And the whole song is about that feeling of like staying friends with someone after a breakup, which is just not gonna happen, and not having the same sort of relationship you've had with that person in the past, and not knowing where the line is or the boundary is. So yeah, that song kind of took on a new life as I grew as a person.
And when you call me late at night 'cause your friends are with their girlfriends or something, and I stop myself from calling, and I stop myself from putting my hands where I used to. You could do that though if you want to. I wouldn't tell you to stop.
So I've been putting on concerts in my living room since I was really little. I have like all these videos of me like making handwritten tickets and bringing them to my family, and singing all my favorite songs and my own original songs that I wrote when I was little, which were horrible. I've always loved performing and that feeling of like singing in front of people. And then as I've grown up, songwriting and music has become more of an outlet for me to express how I'm feeling and to get out any struggles that I'm having. So it's become more of a serious, like important pillar in my life than just like a fun performing thing. And I listen to so many different styles of music, and lyrics and writing are always my main focus. So.
I love the way you walk me home. Even if we just broke up, I'll go home and listen to your favorite songs and wonder if you're still up. I love how you told me I'm pretty 5 times, so it would last me a few days, and kissed me goodbye. Haven't kissed me again since May. And I stopped myself from calling, and I stopped myself from putting my hands where I used to. You could do that though if you want to. I wouldn't tell you to stop.
My mom always took me to concerts growing up. That was our thing. So I've always just been obsessed with musicians and concerts. I'm a fan at heart of like everyone, and my main inspiration has always been Taylor Swift and her songwriting and the way that she carries herself. I just have this like passion for writing and what I do, and I feel like that combined with my childhood and always seeing performances and people living their dreams, it's always been like I have to do it, and that's what's gonna happen. So yeah.
Remember when you lose track of time just looking at me, and when I made you cry you said it felt like a movie. You still matter to me, it doesn't just go away.
So when I write a song, it usually starts with me being super upset about something, and like lingering in it and really like thinking about how that makes me feel. And then I always do lyrics first. Some people are different, but I always sit down and like start writing out how I'm feeling, and usually it starts as just like this jumble of like phrases and venting into my like notes app on my phone, and then I'll pick out certain lines of that, and I'm like, ooh, I like the way that sounds, or I can make this sound more poetic and like spin it a little bit. And then around a few of those lines, I'll form like a concept for a song, and then I start like noodling around on my guitar and figuring out some sort of chord progression that I feel like matches the energy I'm going for. And then I will bring it to the studio with one of my friends. And yeah, that's how the song is usually born.
So please change your mind. You pinky promised, and tell me it's not in my head. And I stop myself from crawling, and I stop myself from putting my hands where I used to. You could do that though if you want to. I wouldn't tell you to stop. And I stop myself from missing you, and I stop myself from telling you that. But if you feel it too, you're more than welcome to tell me it's not in my head.
So my main goal is to blend bits and pieces that I love of a bunch of different music that I listen to, but always keeping my authenticity and my songwriting as the like through line through everything, and the main focus. So wherever that takes me, I think I generally lie in pop and alternative and indie pop, any of those kind of things I feel like are the go-to. But yeah, songwriting with just about anything with it is me. My EP was my first project. It's called I Hurt My Own Feelings, and I love all of the songs on it for different reasons, and I feel like my favorite changes all the time. I think my favorite right now is the last song, which is also the longest song and probably the saddest song, but that's just what I gravitate towards usually. It's called Stop Feeling a Long Time Ago, and it's a full-length song, and then I added a like tag at the end because I wanted to like really capture the feeling, and it's full of like voice memos and notes and things just from my phone about like a time when I really wasn't doing well, and every time I hear it, it takes me right back to that place, and that's what I love about sad songs in general, and like being able to like express my whole feelings through it. And the concept of the song is stopped feeling a long time ago, and I keep saying that the person I'm singing about stopped feeling a long time ago, and so when we were producing it, I was like, I want it to sound really robotic and unfeeling, and I think that's exactly how it sounds, so I'm really proud of that one, yeah.
And I stop myself from missing you, and I stop myself from telling you that. But if you feel it too, you're more than welcome to tell me it's not in my head. I love the way you walk me home, even if we just broke up. I'll go home and listen to your favorite songs and wonder if you're still up. I love how you told me I'm pretty 5 times, so it would last me a few days, and kissed me goodbye. Haven't kissed me again since May.
Taylor Swift is always my like main inspiration. I'm also loving a lot of newer songwriters like Conan Gray, Olivia Rodrigo, obviously. And then also I was really inspired by nostalgia and like older sounds that I loved when I was younger, like Hannah Montana, and even the band in the Freaky Friday movie with Lindsay Lohan. I just think they're so cool. And so stuff like that was really important to my journey with music and when I first started listening to music. And so I was like, I've always wanted to do something like that. It's a blend of like stuff that I love now and stuff that I grew up with. I really want to be touring, whether that's opening for someone or doing my own thing. I've always wanted to be performing and touring. And I just want to be making music that I love and continuing to like share my heart and my songwriting with people, because that's what really makes me happy. As you know, I have an EP out right now. It's called I Hurt My Own Feelings. You can find it on all streaming platforms if you look up I Hurt My Own Feelings, Tristan. And then you can find me on Instagram at Tristan's World with some letters missing. So it's TRISTNSWRLD. And yeah.
And I stop myself from missing you, and I stop myself from telling you that. But if you feel it too, you're more than welcome to tell me it's not in my head. Tell me it's not